Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Oh, this looks sharp.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Mbappe. Deco. And it's Deco. Puskas. It's a really well-measured ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Ronaldinho. Looking tidy in possession here. Ronaldinho. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Puskas. Threads one in. Now chance! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Argentina are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. It's run loose here. Now it's Messi. That's an excellent interception. Ronaldinho. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? Bergomi gets over and intercepts.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Ribery. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Ronaldinho. Gabriel deals with that comfortably. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho. Messi. Now it's Pelé. Rijkaard. Now it's Deco. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's looking wide. He won't be happy with that one. Ribery goes steaming forward. And he's managed to get free. Rijkaard. Deco has created one goal already. Can he spark a counter here? And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Messi.
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Tries to pass it through. Messi. Can he finish? It's loose. And he shoots! Oh, the ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, he's been caught napping. Argentina left themselves pretty well unguarded there, but they are still alive.
Oh, that was a real let-off, Peter. I think they can count themselves very lucky.
And this is Puskas. Puskas. Foot in. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Deco. Puskás. Now it's Pelé. Gets a good foot in there. That's a little off target. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's superb. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Lovely pass, but can he... Decent chance! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're... And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Argentina really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Argentina are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back underway. This might spell danger. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Deco. Puskás. Ribéry.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Mbappé. Messi. Davids produces the perfect tackle there. Messi. And it's Deco. Messi. Here's Deco. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the run. The less said about that pass, the better. Argentina are 2 up early in the second half. Vieira. Puskás. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Deco. Puskás. Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 23, número 18, número 7, entran número 14, número 22.
Can he get it through? Bergomi cuts it out. Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Salah. Mohamed Salah going full tilt down the right-hand side. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Szoboszlai running with the ball. Nesta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Driving forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Conte. Szoboszlai. So, what can they make of this? Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. No way through. And it's Soboslai. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Argentina with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. And he's had it nicked away. And now they can spring out of defence. What a throw in. Doku could try cutting inside here. Szoboszlai. He has found the way through. He's in space and looking for options. Takes a shot! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Nice control. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Played into space out wide. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Doku looking to be a menace in the final third. Just eases him off the ball. Mohamed Salah. Argentina close now to seeing this one through to the end. Face to face with the keeper. He's got away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's a lovely, neat pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is good alertness. Argentina clearly now in lead preservation mode. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. In with the challenge. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never...
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
And here's Nedved. That's a shade optimistic. Let's a look and place it forward. Deco. Now it's Pele. Ronaldinho. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Luis Suarez. That's an errant pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Luis Suarez. This looks promising. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Nedved. And here's Suarez. Nedved has it in a wide position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he welcomes it in. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Ribery, great vision. Gullit, he's picked his way through. Gerrard. Looking for the run. Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has not gone well. Threads one in. Ribery tries to cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Maldini. Nesta. Argentina finding their passes. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Luis Suarez. And a chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. Some resolute defending there. Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence. shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Vieira. Puskás, played out to the right. Puskás, and this is Puskás. Crossed in, terrific header. It's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Puskás. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, there's a probing ball. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And the first half is done. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nedved. Luis Suarez. Vieira. Pelé. And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. And it's Deco.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, easy pickings there. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Puskás. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Puskás. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Tries to play it through. Just about up to the hour now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for options. Oh, what a mistake! Goes for a shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cambio en Argentina. número 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 11.
This has become one superb game of football.
Número 5.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Doku. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Ronaldinho.
That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free. The referee has given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Dembele! He's being urged to shoot. And they've been given a corner. Botafogo get their 4th corner. Chance for a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Doku.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bergomi makes the interception.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's there to retrieve it. Ronaldinho! They want to be quick to recover this. Can he stop it going out? Now here's the... Up he goes! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Doku. He's had a shot! Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Zico. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And they're back on the ball again. Ambitious ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Doku.
Se van a jugar 2
Zico.
minutos de compensación.
2 minutes to be added on. Pass is just off target. Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nesta, tidy with his distribution. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. As you can see, we've already started here. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
Nicely aimed pass. Beckham tries making a foray down the right. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Torres. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the through ball, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet because neither attack has turned up.
Mateus, South Korea are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Puskás, Messi, he rises! Goal! Argentina! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Pelé. Oh, that's well spotted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score... Collar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Played out wide. Oh, it's played into the area. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
South Korea really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Torres clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Pelé has found the net here, of course. Pelé proves just a little bit too strong. Now, can they get him away? Played into space out wide. Ah, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Lovely feet. Pinches it off him. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Nesta, and it's Ronaldinho. Out of play for a throw. Dunk. Some good work on the right flank here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Argentina are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Pelé. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Solot. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get... Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mateus with the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a look and plays it forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira gets it away. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Argentina are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes, 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Pelé, chance surely! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Ronaldinho. South Korea are looking to go forward now. Torres. Showing good feet. And he's on a charge. And he's managed to get free. Played in. Terrific header! And he's there to retrieve it. Puskás. Always onto this. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Puskás is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Deco, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's neat. Out towards the flank. He is through here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, super ball. Ferdinand gets it away. And it's Ronaldinho. And it's been shipped out wide. Torres is always looking to play quality balls. Threads one in.
Might want to be careful there.
Torres. Now who's going to be first to this? Nice control. In towards the back stick. Nesta tries to clear.
South Korea really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18. Número
Your
11.
impression so far, Jim?
Número
Well,
7.
while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Entran número
And
5.
that interception was
Número 14.
most necessary.
Número
He read that
21.
really well and
Número
stopped it.
25.
Interception, his
Número
positioning was
15.
spot on.
Cambio.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Very nicely done. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. That's very neat. And that has left him in a heap. Doku is fouled. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And this is Neymar. That's a sharp pass. Gnabry. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's picked it up out wide.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, easy pickings there. Looking here to chip it through. And he's cut it out. Now it's Neymar. Bigo gets a foot in here. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Kante. Looking for options for movement. And he's running. He's having a shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
He's picked his way through. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Doku. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Tries to play it through. Serginho attempts a clearance. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Figo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Looking for the run. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gnabry gets into big header. And, oh, he's been caught up. That's another chance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Conte.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He has found the way through. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Argentina can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Aims beyond the defence. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Thuram. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's picked it up out wide, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nedved was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pelé flings in across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Gerrard, this is promising. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Bergomi. Ball played for Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Vieira. Puskás. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van Dijk was in no mood for any of that. Nedved.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great vision. Oh, no joy this time. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. That's Maldini. Can he get it through? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. Cross into the box. And he can clear it away. Ronaldinho. Deco. And it's Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Good pressure, determined, intense. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Maldini. That's Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Deco. It's a pretty loose pass. Puskas. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Over to the left, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Lam, and this is Ronaldo. Lam, he is through here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele. Deco. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he cuts out the supply. Turan. Quality ball. Gerrard chasing after it. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into the channel. And this is Pele. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Please
How
turn
to
your
review the
attention to
first
the
half.
screen for
Well, there's no way to
information
disguise
provided
the
by
fact that
local
they've
police.
been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And that's the start of another
Number
45
8,
minutes.
Gerrard.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Number 10, Gullit. Number 11,
Threads one in. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Puskas! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Beckham. Tries to pass it through. Nice control.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Up he goes! Goal! Argentina! And they've got their lead back. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart moves.
Bullish header! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power, through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution.
Argentina choosing to make the first change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Nesta can get it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That has been cut short. Rodri. Neymar. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a good ball. Big chance! No mistake! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up.
It's Bale! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Deco. That's a good ball out wide. Doku.
Such good technique.
Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Oh, great run, magical! Doku with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And he's managed to get free. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nesta spots it and intercepts. And it's Deco. And here's Aubameyang. Cruyff. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Tries a shot! Oh, they could break here. Deco. Oh, easy pickings there. Vitinha. That's an imaginative pass. Thinks about the shots, takes a shot! And another try! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series. Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Puskás stood his ground strongly. A lot of space ahead of him. And the finish! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Shot could be on. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Vitinha. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, no joy this time. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. And it's Deco. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Messi! That's going to go a long way. Suarez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Pelé. Ronaldinho. It's Pelé! is well and truly turned on its head. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now.
And the shot! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Puskás goes for a shot. It's fallen kindly here, and it's in. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Great big chance! It's in! And this is getting better and better. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And he's done it again, he's got his second.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Nedved, right card, concedes a free kick for that. And he cuts out the supply. Ronaldinho. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Argentina are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Argentina leading by 2 in an incredible contest. It is still anyone's. And we are already promptly back underway. Vieira. Deco. Now it's Pelé. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nedved. Up he goes! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. And here's Suarez. He's in plenty of space here. Vieira. Threads one in. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Ronaldinho. Great vision. And this is Puskás. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Nice control. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's in on goal.
Rijkaard. Now it's Pele.
Pele! The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pele, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Decent chance! It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Argentina go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Vitinha. And he welcomes it in. Terrific header! And he's there to belt it away. Now Yaya Toure. And he's cut it out. That's the throw.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18. Número 11. Número 7. Número 10. Messi. Entran número
Alex
14.
Vitinha.
Número
He's going to be
97.
disappointed with that.
Número 21.
Bergomi
Número
cuts it out.
13.
Nedved with the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Chance for a shot! Tries the cut back. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And that has been clubbed away. Tries to pass it through. Danger averted for now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Deco. Foot in. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Cambio en Argentina. Número
We have got
23.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 25. Se está realizando un cambio.
Into the last 5 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Rooney. Oh, played right into his path. Morientes.
4 minutos de compensación.
Shot a goal!
That is decidedly lacking. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Takes aim and he's got two. Really well taken goal.
They have stolen level at the last!
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. All square again into the dying minutes. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Germany against Argentina.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Germany have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defence.
And pushed us!
Well, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's big
Shapes to shoot!
That's a decent clearance. And here's Dembele. Out to the left it goes. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Deco, Pele. He's got full. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Bergomi. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Ernest. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ferdinand. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Germany trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi with the short one. An instinctive delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Backward it goes. Showing good feet. Vieira. Deco. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super ball. Climbs up big.
Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Argentina really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ernest. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele towering forward here. Knocks it into space. Can he spark a counter here? And that's gone loose.
Might want to be careful there.
And this is Puskás. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Great vision. Now it's Ronaldinho. Pelé picks out shot, surely! In he goes again. And yes, it's there! And they're at it again. And the half-time whistle goes. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Argentina are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest. And here's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, important interception. Vieira. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Bellingham. And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Dembele looking to run onto it. Ronaldinho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. Ernest. Deco. Looking for options for movement. He's in a good position. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Caresses it through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, what a ball! Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away. The ball has bounced loose now. That's a throw.
Substitution for Germany, number 21, Dembele. Number
It's a
19,
threatening ball.
Johan
Oh,
Cruyff.
lovely feed. He is
Number
such...
13, Number 10,
Keeper's got his work done.
Messi.
Well, if they hope to have
Number
any
8,
chance of turning this
Bellingham.
round, they have to
Coming on the field,
abandon their shoot-on-sight
number
policy.
15,
It's just not working.
Mbappe. Number 9,
Nedved
Rooney.
plays it short.
Number 7, Nedved.
Oh, now here's an interesting
Number
matchup.
23,
That's a bad place to challenge.
Number 14,
What's he giving?
Seydorf.
The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Rijkaard has been booked, just to confirm for that. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. And it's Cruyff. Seydorf. Nice physical challenge. Looking for the run. Out towards the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is good strength. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pele. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. There they go, hunting in packs. Well read, and the danger is averted. Has a shot! Superb from Conte! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision.
And a chance! He scores! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
They're still trying to make a game of this. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kante cuts it out. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Great ball, and he's in. And the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cannavaro. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Pele. And it's Nedved.
4 added
Turns
minutes
and goes
have been
back.
indicated.
And the finish! They've scored!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And now he has two. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He has found the way through. And this is Nedved. Real chance! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time? And that is that. Argentina have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina perfectly played the hosts and the crowd. They set up to frustrate and stifle, but they were relentless whenever the opportunity presented itself at the other end. A cracking away day.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Puskás. Puskás. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Deco. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's Dembele. And it's Deco. Probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. We expected better, and so did he. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram.
And a chance! Goal! Argentina!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lahm. Pass somewhat off target. Pressing high and with purpose. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Deco. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Pelé, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And here's Deco. Vitinha. Nicely shaped ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ronaldinho. Tries to play it through. And here's Yamal. Yamal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pelé with the short one. It's going to be another corner, I think.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi goes short. He slips.
Goes for a shot!
No, not quite. Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Deep cross. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vieira. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pelé couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho knocks it into space. Now there's a fine ball. It's Pelé! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Turan.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah.
Jamal!
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Argentina can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lahm. Here's Vitinha. Lahm has a look and plays it forward. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Brilliantly cut out. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Pele. Pele. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's...
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Van der Sar looking to stare down to unsettle the taker.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precise. And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Argentina ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9. Le numéro
Here we go
15.
again then.
À leur place, le numéro 18.
Vitinha.
Le numéro 8. Luis
Bale.
Suarez.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bale is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Puskás. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Vieira has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Pele.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Not the most convincing of passes. Vitinha. Saliba. Now it's Bale, and he's being shifted off it. Threads one in. Deco. Now it's Puskás. Now, can they get him away? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Deco. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And it's hoisted clear. He's having a hit! Vieira. Vitinha. Oh, he's having a go! Pele is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's found a way through.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 16, Lame. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 10. Changement.
And it's Vitinha. And he's had a hit! They want to be quick to recover this. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, that looks a decent... Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? An instinctive delivery. Now it's Doku. That'll be a throw-in. Nesta. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi. Shot a goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Maldini. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Rijkaard. Decent progress down the left. He's got away. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, such a clever touch. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's nice. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Doku takes a look up. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cruyff proves just a little bit too strong. Lovely feet. Great vision. And this is Cruyff. He has found a way through. Cruyff, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Changement
Time
pour
for
le
a
Paris
change in
Saint-Germain.
personnel.
Le numéro 14, le numéro 3. À leur place, le numéro 7, le numéro 22.
And it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Ferdinand has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Temps additionnel.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar. Cruyff. He has a look up. He's looking wide. And that little bit of skill has got him away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning.